So what's up, guys? Something different today. Now, it's all Omega content today, and Omega, and I got Omega Speedmaster Professional from one of my subscribers, longtime viewer of the channel, who saw me review my Omega years ago when I first got it, I think in 2015, 2016. And I was talking about it being my Grail watch, and he said he had a similar Grail watch when in the Omega Speedmaster Professional, which is this very watch that I'm holding. Now, a few weeks ago, a month ago, he bought this on something, I think it's Craigslist. Craigslist are one of those similar websites like Craigslist from a guy that was going out of the country. And he had the story where he has to sell all his stuff because he's moving out of the country, like, whatever. And it's one of those deals where you buy the item, you see pictures, it's $5,000 for this watch. And you said, oh, just take it for $500. It was like his dad's watch or uncle's watch, and it's passed down to him. He doesn't need it, doesn't wear it. He's going out of the country. Give me $500. The watch is yours. Minute you spend money, you get the watch shipped to you, and you actually take it out of the box, and you hold it, and you realize it's a fake watch. I just got ripped off. So he got ripped off. It is a fake watch, and he never saw the guy again. Guy's disappeared. Numbers changed. Address is not. It doesn't exist. Whatever. And he's like, "Yo, Olaf, just take the watch." Break it apart, do a review on the watch to warn people about what to look for fake watches. Because he knows I love Omega, not that much, but I love the brand a bit. So based on the one watch that I've always wanted, which is my Grail watch. And I guess he was in the same boat as me. And I did buy my watch, not on Craigslist, but I bought my watch online from a reputable dealer. I asked all the questions that he probably asked about the watch before I paid for it. Now, watches like this, the watch I have, the 1151 movement, the Value 1151 movement, is a hard watch to fake because the movement is very complicated. It's a triple date movement with a chronograph as well as a calendar date of week that's not shown here because my watch is actually, it thinks it's midnight, so it's changing over from Saturday to Sunday. Day of week, as well as the day of the month, calendar date of the month. As well as you have a 12-hour chronograph on this watch. A watch like this is really hard to fake. Now, a simple chronograph watch with 3 subdials, I guess, is a little easier to fake, but not as easy as something as, say, if you fake a Rolex Submariner, where it's just a simple sweep, second sweep with timekeeping function and maybe a date function there. This is an easy watch to fake. Not so easy to fake, but it's still faked. And I'm surprised to see this watch because I didn't think watches like these you could fake. I've seen lots of fake Rolex Submariners, Rolex Datejust Explorer watches where it's just no complication in the watch other than a timekeeping function and a date function. That's it. Watch like that should be easy to fake, but this watch is faked so well. It looks real. Would look real to me in pictures, and it's scary how real this watch looks, the weight of this watch feels. Now, before I even get into this watch, I'll show you guys, when you buy your Omega Speedmaster from an Omega store, you get like so much goodies. Albeit the watches are $5,000 to $10,000 and up. You got a lot of goodies with the Omega watch that you buy. So I bought this Omega watch, and it came with everything originally that came with the watch, which was good for me to get. Now, my watch was, I think, a 1999 edition watch. It's a 1999 edition, late 90s watch. And it came with Omega Speedmaster, a price list book of all the stuff at the time. I think it was some sort of Olympics happening. And I don't know what this is. A thank you for buying Omega. And my watch was bought in Los Angeles. My watch did come from Los Angeles, so that's where it was purchased. So you get a lot of stuff. This is I think a letter from the president when the watch is purchased. You get a gift book. I think my original buyer of my watch went all out when they bought this Omega watch that I own now. So you get all the fancy stuff that comes with the watch. You get a little history, and it's a hardcover book, guys. They don't even sell books anymore in the store, so that's kind of cool to see that. Nice gift box here. Get a secondary booklet here with more information. Really cool stuff. Put that to the side, and inside you get the red boutique bag from Omega with the Omega box there and white box. That's my reference number there, as well as the price, I believe, what the guy paid for this watch first. Not expensive by today's standards, but you get a nice red box. You get little velvet inside. Omega, this is all legitimate on that Omega stuff. You get the hang tag for the watch and links, whatever. So you get good stuff. I mean, I'm saying this to advocate buying a real watch. Like, even if it takes you 100 years to save up to buy a real watch, buy a real watch. Don't buy a fake watch, because you won't get all this good stuff with it. And this is stuff that I'm going to pass down to my kids when I no longer, have the strength to wear it or whatever. And you also get the warranty cards for the watch. Some of this might have the serial numbers, so I'll just block that out. So you get a lot of good stuff with your watch when you buy an authentic Omega watch. So I'm just going to put that to the side, guys. So you get good stuff when you buy a legitimate watch. And like I said, this is my Grail watch. I saved up half my life to buy this watch. Not really, but I saved up a long time to buy that watch. Now, my next Grail watch is an Omega Panda watch. And I can't afford that right now, but what I did was I didn't buy a fake one. I bought a Casio Edifice Panda watch that looks similar to the watch that I want eventually, but this is a legitimate watch. It is a quartz watch. That only cost me $80, which is fine. But the thing with this watch, when it gets mistaken for an Omega Panda watch, I tell people like, no, it's a Casio watch. And they're more amazed and more excited to know more about this watch than had I actually had the Omega Panda Speedmaster watch. So, they're like, oh my God, that's an $80 quartz watch. It looks like a $5,000 Omega watch. So you get that a lot. So that's one thing. It's not embarrassing to wear a watch like this. That's $80 and it's cheap. If you want a Rolex Submariner, Rolex GMT watch, you could get a Seiko 5 watch like this. You could put a sapphire crystal on that for a nice blue effect. Beautiful watch. Gets mistaken often for a Rolex watch. And when I tell people what it is, again, they're happy. They want to know what this watch that I'm wearing. Why is the Seiko watch so nice looking? So you do get, it's not embarrassing. It's not a thing to not wear an expensive watch or whatever every day. Now, let's go into the fake guy. And this legitimately looks real. Like, now the subdials don't work. That's one thing that gives it away when you hold it in your hands. You push this upper button here and I guess it moves some of the... This one moves the 3 o'clock subdial. And I think this one's moving the... excuse me. This one's moving the 9 o'clock subdial. I guess it's not working. Oh, wow. This is a screw-down crown, guys. Now, these watches are, I think, a manual wind watch. These Omega Speedmaster Professional watches are manual wind. So I don't think it should have a screw-down crown, but that's a screw-down crown. So I guess that's where you would set the watch. And wow, look at that. It's a hackable second watch. So the movement has hackable seconds. That is amazing, considering my Orient watches do not have hackable second hand there. So, and it starts moving when you close it up. That is amazing, guys. I mean, it looks legit. I'm going to take the bracelet off. Pull the pin out there. So I just took the pin out. Now the clasp looks real as well. It has, inside the clasp is an Omega symbol there that tells what steel it is. That shit looks real. That looks so real. And the bracelet looks worn. It looks like it's a worn bracelet. It looks like a real bracelet that was worn and abused over a couple of decades. So it has a realistic appearance of this bracelet compared to my Speedy. That's what the real one looks like. And it probably won't come out because it's super glossy. Yeah, I can't get that to come out, guys. Sorry. Yeah, but yeah, that's what the my class look like. So let's get right into this guy. See what's inside. And even the Man of the Moon thing in the back looks... I mean, that looks legitimately real. That looks real, guys. So, case opener here. Just pop this bad boy open and see what's inside. I'm just going to pause this and come back. Okay. So, I loosened it up. Gonna have to do this again. It's good to have one of these tools, very handy. So let's get this open. See what's inside. I think I'm closing it. And there's also an opening this is like a 1% possibility. I'm thinking that when this gets open, when I crack this open, it's gonna be a real movement in there and something maybe miraculously. Like, it'll be fun if this is a genuine watch, but the sub dials aren't working. So let's just take a look. What is this? Yeah, guys, this is just sad. It just looks super sad. I think it's a Mayota movement. I was expecting a Lamana movement, a Lamania, whatever the e-botch is for the professional Speedmasters, but this is just super sad. And it's just sad that this guy had this was his Grail watch and someone just took advantage of that and sold him this cheap replica. I mean, it's just sad. It's just super sad. It even has the Swiss made inside the Hesselite crystal, Swiss made right there. And this looks like a legitimate Hesselite crystal too. Excuse me. And it just looks so real on the outside, like the brushed lugs there finished with the polished and brushed lugs, I'm sorry. It just looks so real. And even you can see some dirt under there, like the watch was worn over a couple of decades, but it held up because it's a real kind of solid built watch. The applied Omega logo there looks legitimate as well. It's just, then you look inside and that's just really sad, guys, and this breaks my heart. It's just sad. I mean, I was very optimistic until I opened it, and it's just it's just super sad. Like, it's this plastic thing that's really cheap. I don't know, it's just super sad, guys. It's a sad day. And like I said, like, I'm surprised that this watch is even a fake watch, you know? Like, I know the Rolex with the simple timekeeping and dates functions are easy to fake, but this is just, it's what's inside a fake Omega watch. If you're buying a fake Omega watch, don't, just save your money, guys. Buy like a real watch. Or like I said, you could buy one of these watches. Like if you want a Rolex type watch, a Seiko 5 will do you well, or a Casio quartz watch. Don't buy this, guys. This is just really breaking my heart. I'm just gonna stop the video here because I don't want to encourage this. I don't want people to go out and think like, oh, it's okay to buy a fake watch, but it's not cool. This is just really sad.